Paperback writer.
Hi everyone, I'm guessing that you're all sick of Ocean doing the blog, so I thought today I'll take over. On the Wednesday before Author's Day, Mick both launched his book, Cooking for Kids by Dads. And that was down in Melbourne, and Ocean flew down and was there for that. On Author's Day, Mick had the pleasure of meeting Liam, Robbie and Ness from 96.5, and one thing led to another, and he did an interview with them last week. Here's a copy of it, so please enjoy.
This is where your family's always number one. Here at 96.5, the family show, Liam, Robbie and Ness. Can we just say hello, tip our hat, and just say, hey, we're thinking of you, all the single dads this weekend. Maybe your weekend with the kids. There may have been a marriage breakdown along the way. We know how traumatic that can be. But what do you do when you find yourself in a situation where you barely know how to cook for yourself, let alone for your kids? You know, you broke up with your wife, and maybe that was part of the role she took, and you're like, hang on, what do I do with this saucepan? Mick Both has written a book called Cooking for Kids by Dads, and he joins us now. Mate, that happened to you. You obviously broke up with your wife, and what, you didn't know how to cook, or just sort of, what did you do? You had a saucepan and a plate, and that was it?
Oh, I didn't even have that, William. But, yeah, what do you do? Where do you start? So, you know, the first thing you do is talk to your mates, or you get on the phone with your mum, and you say, well, where do you start? Because what I didn't want to do is go through drive-thrus and buy kids rubbish when I knew I could do a better job. But I had to learn somewhere.
And I think also the thing of cooking and sitting down and having a meal together is something that you want to continue, because that's such an important part of a kid's life, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's a way just to really connect with your family and ask what they've done at school, and just really, really connect. And they're always going to remember the time and effort that you did to cook for them than what you ordered for them.
Mate, talk to us emotionally for a second. What was it like for you to realise as a fully grown man, obviously after a marriage breakdown, that there were certain skills you just did not have, and one of those was in the kitchen? Did it really open your eyes as to what, maybe what your wife did or looked after, or what you couldn't do?
Yeah, well, mate, I've been a military man all my life, and I could do all the cleaning, but I just never did cooking. So, I realised, I was really trapped. I felt really alone. And I turned towards a group called Dads in Distress, who look after, they're a peer support group that look after parents that find themselves displaced and want to do the best thing they can for their children.
And mate, while you were learning to cook, were your kids helping out along the way? Have you done this with your kids throughout the journey? Do they now cook with Dad?
Absolutely. I mean, this book that I made came about really with a lot of kids across the country rating all these dishes. And so my kids helped me with every single recipe, and only ones that got 7 and above out of 10 made it to the end.
All right, mate, you've got the kids for the weekend. What's on the menu? What are the single dads cooking for their kids this weekend?
All right, so my middle son, he loves a bit of a pasta. So he wants it's really a nice dish for kids that do eat that. It's a salami and Kalamata olives, very rich red sauce on fettuccine with garlic bread. It seems a bit sophisticated, but what it is a little bit of a more grown-up spaghetti bog, but the kids yum it.
Good on you, mate. Listen, I know you've gone through some tough times, but what a great idea. Hey? He's the author of the book Cooking for Kids by Dads. Mick Both is his name. We'd like to get you on regularly, mate, just to honour single dads and say, hey, give us some ideas for recipes for the weekend. We know you're going to spend some quality time with the kids, and it's really nice for you to come on and share with us. We really appreciate it.
No, great. And if I can just say, if you go to mixkitchen.com.au, we're starting the 12 days of Christmas, giving mums and dads really quick recipes for getting the Christmas meal sorted. So check that out. And guys, thanks very much for your time, and good luck with your own books.
Good on you, Mick. Mick Both joins us from Cooking for Kids by Dads, where family's always number one, here at 96.5.